a very disappointing loss for us tonight. They came out, hit some tough shots early, and I thought some of our guys folded their tent, and I don't know how else to say it. And this lack of toughness when things are going the wrong way, we have to show more toughness. We have to bring it. We have to. And the second thing is our shots are not falling. In some cases, the shots are not falling. And again, I mean, it just seems like it affects every aspect of their game. I am playing with the idea of making some changes just for change's sake. So I think that could be a possibility. Because, I mean, obviously right now it isn't working. We did beat Appalachian State, and I'm thankful for that. But UTA comes out and hits a bunch of big shots. I mean, they hit their shots. They come out tonight, hit some tough shots early. And it seemed like as the game wore on that I had some players that I had some people, some I'm gonna use the word key word there is some. Again, I'll use the term basically just quit, gave up. I thought Cam Naylor had a good game tonight, 16 and 10. I was happy to see that. I know Ethan was working hard to get shots off. Everyone knows Ethan can shoot the basketball. Everyone knows that. And they're not going to let him get open. What we have to have is more contributions. We can't have, 2 points and 0 rebounds from Caven Tilbury and win the game. Can't do that. Imani has 14 points, but 3 rebounds is not good enough. And, the thing I told my players is, yes, we looked good early. Yes, we were not playing in teams that probably as good as Louisiana Monroe or UTA. But the bottom line is our defense was pretty good early. It's not as good as it used to be right now. And that is because you're playing good teams. They're coming out ready to play. They're punching us in the face, and we're not getting back up and saying we're not going to take that from you. So the toughness factor is bothering me a great deal right now. The mental toughness. It's a factor. We're not a great shooting basketball team from the outside, and people understand that, and that is also a factor. I think you know that, how they're sagging in and daring some, at least, again, the key word is some players to shoot. But in all tapes we watch, they do play a defense that does not really get outside the three. They're gonna dare you to shoot the 3-point shot. Other teams as well as our team. So I'll take any questions if you have them.
I think there was a point maybe early in the first half where it just looked like no one was moving around on offense. It was just stagnant, and you made a change. You took those guys out. Was that sort of what kind of prompted that, just seeing offense
Exactly,
not
Joe.
moving around?
Joe, I was not happy with the starting 5. And I'm saying, getting you guys in there. Try. There's a little bit too much in some, again, a key word is, I'm not going to name names, but in some cases, a little bit more humility is needed. They're a little bit, they're looking, to me, they're a little bit too secure. So, again, now, Cam's not had good games before, and tonight he comes out 16 to 10. I'll say this again, I don't know when guys are going to show up. And everyone showed up against Arkansas State. And now, Imani's got to get more rebounds. He really, we have to play better D. And my reputation as a defensive coach, so you know how much this is killing me. It is really hurting me. That, again, I use the word some of these young men are not embracing that, or perhaps they're just not capable. I don't know. That could be it.
On defenses,
fouling shooters, for example. Believe me, folks, we yell, we talk. Do not foul 3-point shooter. Don't do that. Bobby fouls a guy twice. Bobby, get out of the game. You didn't. I can forgive you once, but not twice. So,
on defense, is it more of an issue of not being aggressive, or they're just not in the right place?
Again, I think it is when they fall behind. They come in like this, and all of a sudden we're down 13. That's what I see. I see some players saying, "Well, hell," instead of gritting their teeth and let's go after it. You know, the toughness factor is the mental toughness, I guess you could say, or what word am I using? If you could help me, the competitive spirit seems to fly out the window when we're down by 12 or 10, and you can't do that. We're playing a very good team tonight. Louisiana Monroe, y'all saw how they shot the ball. It was phenomenal. Y'all saw how UTA shot the ball. UTA beat us by 12. They had us down by 20, 22, something like that. They beat Georgia State by 21 at home. They beat Appalachian State by 31. At Georgia State. They beat Appalachian State by 31 at UTA after they beat us. And they found their niche, and they're playing hard. And, in some ways I found something positive to take away about that, because at one point we were down, I want to say 24, and at the end of the game it's 12. He doesn't play a lot of people. If you look at it, he's got 7 guys that plays a lot of minutes. And after that, you got 2. We're playing all 14 of our guys. He's playing Mejak Dean 35 minutes, Demondre Harvey 37, Nick Coppola 34. And I probably played some of my starters too much. I thought Cam deserved the time the way he played tonight.
You kind of talked about it last week, how they seem to push the panic button as soon as they get down a little bit. How do you coach them out of that? How do you tell them?
That's very hard, because I've never had this problem before. Now, I'm not going to say this is the first time I've had it. Last year we were better at it. But in the first year it was really bad. And I put that just to changing a culture. But, Imani, Caven, Ethan, all these guys, our 5 starters have been here 2 years. I'm not going to brag on last year's season, but it was a step up, especially with the win in the postseason tournament. I don't understand. I told him, I said, I don't understand how y'all just act like, hey, it's over when we're down 15 with 5 minutes left in the second half. I don't understand that. And I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm not going to bring it. I'm not going to put up with it after this year if it doesn't change. So.
On offense, do you feel that they're taking the right shots and they're just not falling down? Or
I think in many cases there are. No, Cam tried some moves and he slipped, and he had a bad shot or two because of his slip. But he, I even thought at UTA after watching the tape that we missed a bunch of shots that were what I would consider. I'm okay with that. I've told like O.J. Black. I've told him, hey man, if we're running the offense and they're just sagging off of you, and you've got a long 2 and you're wide open, you're going to have to take that shot. He knows his limitations, and he's trying to work the offense. But at some point in time, O.J., you got to take that shot, or I got to take you out. And if you don't hit it, the first 2 or 3, then I got to take you out.
So you feel like they have the right shot, they just sometimes pass out of it?
Not always. I'm just saying that some shots they're taking are fine by me. I don't want to take. Monty's standing up there. I really don't want Monty taking 17-footers. I'm going to throw that ball into you, Monty. So you got to get in there. So, on the other hand, there's, I think Ethan Montalvo is he's almost better shooting a 3 than he is getting inside the arc. So they're I don't know, but they're really sagging off on us and daring us to shoot the outside shot. I know that.
You hit 15 of 19 free throws. That's,
Yeah, no,
that's a
they
positive.
did, and that's good. You know, I want to give them credit. I mean, what's his name? Mejak Dean just shot lights out, and Justin Roberson just had a heck of a game. Last game we held him to, he only had 6. Now he leads them in scoring with 21. You know, their top 3, Copeland, Ding, and Robertson. They have 3 guys that can really score. So
Coach, can we see some changes to the rotation coming up in these last games?
possibly, yes, possibly, probably.